discovered that my therapist of 5 years records all my sessions and sells them as a podcast called The Most Pathetic Woman. It has 4.8 million listeners. She makes $180,000 a month. My family listens to it without knowing it is me. It all started when my younger sister Andrea recommended a podcast to me. You have to listen to it. It is called The Most Pathetic Woman. It is about a woman who does not realize her life is a disaster. It is addictive. I did not want to listen. It sounded cruel. But 3 weeks later at a family lunch, my mom mentioned it. That podcast about the pathetic woman is incredible. Poor woman, so blind. My Aunt Laura laughed. I yell at the screen, "Wake up, you fool." My dad nodded. It is frustrating. I cannot stop listening to it. Everyone in my family was listening to it. That night, out of curiosity, I searched for the podcast on Spotify. The Most Pathetic Woman, Episode 1, published 4 years and 11 months ago. I froze. Exactly 5 years ago, I started therapy with Dr. Patricia Ruiz. The voice was Patricia's, but different, colder, more mocking. Hello, listeners. Welcome to the most fascinating case of my career. This woman, whom I will call M, is a perfect example of pathological self-deception. My stomach knotted up. She continued. She came to my office crying because her husband cheated on her. The pathetic part is that she thinks the problem is him. 5 years ago, my husband Carlos cheated on me. I told Patricia in my first session. I never told anyone else. I kept listening, trembling. The funny thing is that M does not understand that the real problem is her. She is so insecure, so needy, that she pushes men to look for something better. I felt nauseous. I had told Patricia I felt insecure after the infidelity. She told me it was completely normal, that it was not my fault. But on the podcast she was saying the opposite. I opened episode 2. Today M told me she forgave her husband immediately. Obviously M has no dignity. She accepts crumbs because she believes she does not deserve more. The comments were worse. This woman is an idiot. How can she be so stupid? I am embarrassed for her. I checked all the podcast information. 247 episodes published. I had exactly 247 sessions with Patricia, 1 per week. For 5 years. Every Tuesday at 4 in the afternoon. Every secret of mine turned into content. When I told her about my miscarriage, episode 83. M lost a baby and her first reaction was to wonder if her husband would leave her pathetic. When I told her my sister stole $15,000 from me. Episode 120. M is so weak. She cannot even confront her own sister. When I told her about my suicidal thoughts. Episode 192. M threatened to kill herself again. Her favorite tactic to get attention. I never threatened to kill myself. I said that sometimes I did not want to wake up. It is completely different. But she twisted it. She turned it into something dramatic for the podcast. I checked the podcast numbers. 4.8 million subscribers. Each episode had 4 ads. I did the math. Patricia was making approximately $180,000 per month, over $2 million a year selling my pain. I found the document I signed at my first appointment 5 years ago. I authorized the recording of sessions for therapeutic and research purposes. Research. She used that word to justify everything. I texted my sister Andrea, that podcast you recommended to me. How long have you been listening to it? Since episode 1, she replied. Almost 5 years. It is my favorite podcast. I asked my mom the same thing. Also from the beginning. 5
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.